What up? What up? Killer B, goddamn witchfinder general. You got a witch, I'll burn their motherfucking ass up. Here I go again. Here I go again. Ah, boy. Mr. Emmaculate Nieves made a video earlier about the video I made on my channel last night. By the way, it's Killer B, the witchfinder general on YouTube. You can go there and check it out. And what he's claiming that I had some so-called folly in my video. And what he calls folly is what I'm going to show here real quick. I made some claim, but this off the top of the head. None of that stuff is like rehearsed or whatever. None of my videos. So I made a claim. I ran across something that had the word Dagon in it, right? So I was like, hey, that could be connected to the Dogon tribe, right? I just said it. And he said, oh, that's some bullshit. That's some folly or whatever, right? So he said, that means fish. And the word in the Hebrew, the Canaanite language, Dagon is fish. It means fish, which is absolutely correct, right? So, I'm going to show here. Wait, let me get on the right thing here. I think this is it. Okay. Dagon, right, is an ancient Mesopotamian, ancient Canaanite deity, right? He appears to have been worshipped as a fertility god in Ebla, Assyria, Ugaric, and among the Amorites, right? These are all African people. The Hebrew Bible mentions him as the national god of the Philistines, with temples at Ashdod and elsewhere in Gaza. A long-standing association with the Canaanite word for fish. The Canaanite word for fish, as in Hebrew. Perhaps going back to the Iron Age. Has led to an interpretation as a fish god and the association of mermen. Motifs in Assyrian art, such as the Dagon relief found in Austin Leonard Layler in 1840. The god name was, however, more likely derived from the word for grain, right? Suggesting that he was in origin associated with fertility in agriculture, right? Now, the Hebrew Israelites are not known for their agriculture. Who's known for agriculture? I'll tell you. The Cushite people are known for agriculture. And let me get this right here. Sit in here. Okay, boom. Okay, I'm still recording. This is something from the wonderful Ethiopian Kushite Empire. I was going to start from the top here. We're just going to read this here. Wells, testifying from researchers of Elliott Smith, admits that this culture may have been oozing around the world from 1500 BC to 1000 BC. He calls it the highest early culture of the world. It sustains the largest and most highly developed communities, but as in other modern books, there is failure to give us clearer light upon the ancient culture and its origin. Baldwin speaks more frankly, affirms that Hebrew writers describe these first inhabitants of cities and civilized life as Cushites. First inhabitants of cities and civilized life as Cushites. The foundations of ancient religions, mythology, institutions, and customs all had the same source. He considered the Egyptian and Chaldean civilization as very old, but the culture and political organization of Ethiopia is much older. And we all know Ethiopia is Cush. Right? So when you want to further say, I'm not going to address everything that you said. I think I'm pretty much going to address everything. I think I pretty much covered it, though. So let's continue on. Something else I wanted to show too with this field to get clear light culture, civilized. Okay, I'm just gonna read on. Okay, they belong to what the Egyptian and Chinese regarded as They belong to what Egyptians and Chaldeans regarded as real antiquity. Ages shrouded in doubt because they were so remote. The oldest nations mentioned in history did not originate civilization. The oldest nations mentioned in history did not originate civilization. The traditions of Asia bring civilization from the south, connecting it with the Erythraean Sea. These traditions are confirmed by the inscriptions found upon the old ruins of Chaldea. Wilford, that eminent student of the literature of India, found that Ethiopia was most mentioned in the Sanskrit writing of the people of India. The world, according to the Puranas, ancient historical books, was divided into 7 ditwas, or divisions. I read about that in that book. I might do a lesson on those. Ethiopia was Cush Dipwa, which included Arabia, Asia Minor, Syria, Nubia, Armenia, Mesopotamia, and an extended region of Africa. These Sanskrit writings prove that in remote ages, these regions were the most powerful, richest, and most enlightened part of the world. From the authoritative records and conclusions drawn by history, I guess I cut that off by accident. I guess the Sudan shows no evidence of Stone Age. The Africans seem to have passed directly to the use of metals without intermediate steps. The Semitic and Japetic races upon the more sterile lands of the east and north, as nomadic shepherds, were close to change to the more settled life that developed naturally in the rich regions of Egypt and Upper Nile. Without agriculture, they could not advance to the handicraft stage. Going back only 3,000 years, we find these nations still very ignorant. Semites made no showing of culture until the rise of the barbarous Assyria, which copied its arts and sciences from Cushite Chaldea. The Hebrews learned agriculture and building from the Hamitic race of Canaan. One civilized race of prehistoric times have tamed the domestic animals. For when the curtains of history was raised, we find them in attendance upon man. With the same infinite patience, this race developed wild plants into tame fruits and cereals. The Cushites was the only race that could have performed this service, for the other races in historic times despised agriculture. Nomadic races were fierce and impatient. They have a nature in. I'm sorry. Nomadic races are fierce and impatient. They have a nature the opposite to habits that make for patient and perseverance, which are the steps of art and literature. Before the dawn of history, Cushites were working in metals and have perfected the tools in which we conquer the forces of nature today. That's all I wanted to read on that. Oh, I can read the end of this too. The ancients said the Ethiopians first taught them to worship the worship of gods. Right now, it's getting back to okay. Now, we was talking about the dogons, right? And we see here, these are all Africans, fertility god. Now, also that has been associated with grain, right? The only people that were dealing with grain were the Cushites or the African people, right? Now, here's a map. So 15th century BC, right? Y'all do the math to this, right? This is the Egyptian Empire. I just pulled this up, right? Now, you see all this? You see these names here? And since they like to go to the Bible, let's go to the Bible real quick. The Genesis chapter 10. And we got, and the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush, Seba, Havilah, and Sabta, Rama, Septeka, and the sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begat Nimrod, and he became to be a mighty one on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord. In the beginning of his kingdom was Babel, Erech, Akkad, Cana, and the land of Shinar. Right? Out of that land went forth Asher, the building, and builded Nineveh, and the city Rehoboth and Cana, and risen between Nineveh and Killah. The same is the great city, and Mizraim begat Ludim, Enanim, Lahab, them. Well, this is all I wanted to get here. But as you can see here, these lands was given to Cush, or given to Ham. You have Asher here, you have Nineveh here, you have Babylon. See, look. Asher, Babel, Akkad for the Akkadians. Canaan began Sidon, his firstborn, Heth, the Jebusites, and the Amorites. The Amorites were African people. And he talked about, was that? No, I wasn't done with Dagon. Here we go. All right, I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to show some relation that how this is all African people where he wanted to make it Semitic, right? Dagon is mentioned occasionally in the Sumerian text, but becomes prominently only in the later Akkadian inscriptions as a powerful and warlike protector, right? Sometimes equated with Enlil. Dagon's wife was, in some sources, the god of Shala. Also named as the wife of Hadad, and sometimes identified with Enlil, right? And all of these deities I'm reading here all go back to Nubia or Cush. You know what I mean? It all goes back there. Goes through Egypt and the Cush. Cush civilized all of these people, right? Right? Stele, the standing inscribed some stone monument, and whatever that name is refers to Ashurnashirpal as the favorite of Anu and of Dagon. In the Syrian poem Dagon appears. Okay, I'll cut that off. In the late Babylonian text. All right, boom. Now, the fish god, right? The fish etymology was okay. I want to get to this led to the association with the merman motif in Assyrian and Phoenician art, and with the figure of the Babylonian Onanus mentioned in Berosus, 3rd century BC. Okay, well this is Dagon was not an origin of fish god, right? And associated with dag fish among the maritime Canaanites would have affected the god's iconography. Still suggests that Berosus, whatever that word is, part man and part fish, was possibly a garbled version of Dagon. Dagon was also equated to Ones. associated with dag fish and the biblical commentator Rashi, right? Half man, half fish, right? Um, it said that Dagon from the navel down had the form of a fish, right? There we go, right here, right? Now, he said it had no relation to the Dagon tribe, right? Now, I just said that. Like, it could not. It could not. But we can look at some um, very intriguing similarities with their belief system of the Dagon people, who were experts in the sky, expert astrologers, I guess you could say. And this is what they call their god, the Namo, are ancestral spirits, sometimes referred to as deities, worshipped by the Dagon people of Mali. The word Namos is derived from a Dogon word meaning to make one drink. The Namos are usually described as amphibious, hermaphroditic, fish-like creatures. Folk art depictions of the Normals show creatures with humanoid upper torsos, legs, feet, and a fish-like lower torso and tail. The Normals were also referred to as masters of water, the monitors, and the teachers. Normal can be a proper name of an individual or can refer to the group of spirits as a whole. For purpose of this article, okay, all right, that's enough on that, right? Let's see if I have anything else here. So that's out the way, right? So they do have similarities. Okay, I gotta close these motherfuckers here up, right? We all done with that. We keep that map up there though. Here's some more on the Dogons and stuff here. Right? Dagon had a large temple in 1300 BCE. Yep. Following their god in El. They're following a father god in El, right? Okay, I had something else in here. Dagon was an ancient Northwest Semitic god, right? Worshipped by the early Amorites and by the people of Ebla and Ugarit. He was also a major god, perhaps, or the chief god of the Philistines, right? Now, fish deity, half fish, half man. Some culture, he may have been identical with Baal, African god. Samson at the temple of Dagon, which the Hebrew hero pulled down. All right, you got Philistines. Okay. Let's talk about the etymology and stuff. It said it appears in Hebrew, transliterated Dagon, sometimes Dagon, right? In Ugaritic, same shit, right? In the Akkadian, same shit, because it's all an African language. There you go again, same meaning grain, rain cloud. Oh, this is what I wanted to. No, that was the other thing. The next thing. All right, I beat this up enough. I'll close that up. Keep that there. Okay. All right, now that there. All right, there we go. All right. See, keep playing. Namu. This is another thing too, because what the Egyptians called the not the Egyptians. No, I'm just saying the Dagon people of Mali, right? What they call their ancestors, what they call their deities, right? Now this is another word that's similar to it. I just ran across that. Namu was the goddess of the sea. It was the goddess of the sea, right? Iger gave birth to An, the heavens. What's that? The earth and the first gods. Apsu, the freshwater ocean, the Sumerians. Okay, that's all pretty much all I want to get on that. If you guys see anything else on there, you can just read it. Okay, take that off there. Anu, know what I mean? The supreme God, we all know who that is, right? In the period that takes that back to. So these are all African deities. So when this dude is talking about like we're the first everything, the Semitics, the Mesopotamians, and all that shit, right? But you say that, and this is all their land that you're sitting on. How did you develop any of this stuff when you were goat herders? You can't do like, you know what I mean? Like they're always on the move. You can't when you have cattle and stuff like that. You can't sit in one spot because the cattle eat up all the land quick, like very fast. Like people that got farms, they have to have the animals like the sheep or whatever, the cows, or whatever, in separate pastures, and they just don't leave them motherfuckers out there every day. They have to keep changing that shit. They have to keep shifting it around. That's why you see big ranches. They got corrals. They got one section, and then they'll open it up, and they'll go out to the other section, right? And then they'll have them there for a little bit, and then they open up another section and let them out, and it just covers the whole land. You can't have them sit in one. For one, it's going to stink, and two, they're going to tread down all the land. Then no grass is going to grow. It is going to be like trodden land. You can't grow on it. How you gonna grow all that damn grain and shit? You got all the damn animals, and you got the land and shit. Like they gonna eat that shit. Like that shit's gonna eat quick. They don't stick around. They have to move. They say they're nomadic. They're nomadic. But and what we read before in the wonderful Ethiopian Kushite Empire, you see here. Where is it? Yeah. Okay, with the the Hebrews learned agriculture and building from the Hamitic race of Canaan. Someone civilized race of prehistoric times had tamed and domesticated animals. For when the curtain of history was raised, we find them in the attendance upon man. With the same infinite patience that the race developed, wild plants, tame fruits, and cereals. The Cushites was the only race that could have performed this service. For the other races in historic times despised agriculture. See? Nomadic races are fierce and impatient, and they have nature the opposite to habits that make for patient and perseverance, which are the steps of art and literature. Okay. Alright. I'll close that up. I still gonna keep that up so y'all can see that, right? Hittites, right? All that land. See that? Where that? Where that at? Where that at? What's this right here? This is Cush right here. This is Cush here. Cush was all of this. Alright? I forgot what I was looking for there. Take you up. Okay, back on your Inez or whatever deal. I don't know what you was trying to say, like with that really, like, cause what it is, that's the what do you call it, the husband of Inanna or whatever, right? So check out this thing. A knot, right? You want to act like it's like some different shit, like or whatever. Not, okay, right? And they say Inanna is Ishtar, right? Now we know Ishtar is ausset. So you trying to say Inanna predates ausset? Or ausset comes from Inanna? That's what I want to know. Now, if I missed some stuff, look, it's tar ausset. That's what it is. All right. Sorry about that. Look, her husband, Inanna's husband, was known as the Good Shepherd. He was known as the Good Shepherd. So they go, yo, that's Tammuz and shit. That's Tammuz, right? Son of Enki, right? An and Ki. What is that? That's the land and the water, right? An and Ki is the land and the water. Know what I'm saying? We gave y'all all that. Or who you think you are, I guess. Like, know what I mean? Okay, what I'm trying to do here. Nah, I'm not. Oh, it's there. Look, Inanna. Close that up. Okay, we saw that. I think I got. See, I forgot what I had there, right? Hey, look, 1500, right? 1500. We had control of the king. Egypt had control of all that shit. 1500. Hardcore. So where they ran to? All right. Where that? Look. What you got on our head? Atef crown. Okay. Okay, that y'all saw that. Keep that up there. Well, the time is Samson. Same thing. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. How long have I been on this shit? Oh, well. Okay, look. You see that? That's what they was worshiping, bro. As Boogie Bear can say. That's what they worshiping, bruh. Look. You see that crown right there? That's straight out of Kemet, bruh. That's what they had up in that temple, bruh. They had that in the temple. Oh, this is what I was talking about right here. That's what he was talking about. This is his little argument right here. His introduction argument. Anat is a violent war goddess, right? Now, also, Inanna is also a war goddess. Is also a war goddess. That's what I wanted to show. I don't remember where I put it, but maybe. Screenshot it. Look this over first. Nope. I hate this one. Nope. All right. Get this up out of here. Yeah, where is it? Yeah, the uric ball cycle. Anat is a violent war goddess, a maiden who is the sister and, according to a much disputed theory, the lover of the great god Baal Hadad. Now, we just saw that earlier, right? Did we see that with Inanna or whatever? Baal is usually called the son of Dagon, all right? It's the son of Dagon. And actually, people say that the Dogons are some of the first people on the earth or whatever. I've heard that like years ago. I gotta look more into that. But sometimes, yeah, called the son of Dagon and sometimes the son of El, who addresses Anat as daughter. Either relationship is probably figurative, right? So he he said, oh, he can the son of Dagon. The son of Dagon. Yeah, so this is the damn fish deity. And he made a big deal over that shit. And looked crazy and shit afterwards. So, Baal Hadad, look, right? The consort, Baal Hadad, right? The same one that Inanna fuck with, right? Yahweh, right? That's her other man, is Yahweh. She messed with both of them. Baal Hadad, possibly, and Yahweh from the Elephantine Yahwehism, right? That's when they was in Egypt and shit. They was on the island with the Khanum temple, right? In the Khanum temple, they gave reference to the ram, and the Elephantine, they wanted to sacrifice the rams and stuff, and their temple. They made like a big thing and shit, and they know they get their ass whipped for that shit. 100 primary. Okay. Words for usually holding the axe, right? They whip somebody's ass. Okay. That's about it, yo. I don't even really think I gotta do too much. Look, but we see that, the Atef, right? Boom, we get Atef. Atef, specific feathered white crown of the ancient Egyptian deity Osiris. It combines the headjet or the crown of Upper Egypt with curly red ostrich feathers on each side of the crown for the Osiris cult. The feathers are identified as ostrich from their curl or curve at the upper ends, with a slight flare towards the base. They are the same feather, worn by Ma. Also, crown is also worn by Sobek. Two feather crowns, such as those of Amun, which are more narrow and straight without curve. Atef crowns identifies Osiris in ancient Egyptian paintings. Osiris wears the Atef crown as a symbol of the ruler of the underworld. The tall Baba's piece at the center of the crown has been two ostrich feathers. The feathers represent the truth and justice. Now, what I showed you before with Mahis, he said, "Oh, this nigga trying to say, the Lion of Judah and shit is the Adepnek and like Mahis and all that shit, right?" Say right. The feathers represent truth and justice. The same thing, like I said before. Also, Mahis wore that same crown. Actually, he wore the triple crown, If the Atef might be a triple crown. Yeah, I guess it is, or something like that. I don't know. I gotta show you more on that. What else here? Blue crown. Okay, so yep, that's about it. Close that up. Boom. Um, not. You know what I'm saying? See, she's wearing that right there. Showing you where it comes from. And what? It says Canaan right there, right? So that's Semitic. So that came out. You trying to say that came out before Kemet or Cush? I don't know. You tell me. So stop playing. The Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd. Let's see here. I ain't looking this yet. I just want to see Son Who Is Life. Katie, the Shepherd. The Son Who Is Life, huh? Ain't that Jesus, that Shepherd? The Son Who Is Life? Ain't that Jesus? Alright. Temples of Wonder. Ziggurat residence. Okay. Youngest of 6 main sons to Enki. Son of the sun, young mother to the Anaki and mixed breed kings. Lord of the shepherds. Trained biblical figure able to become a shepherd. Okay. Married Inanna. Okay. Had no children by her. Okay. Marduk. And now wages war against Marduk, thereafter avenging Duma's death. Okay. We gotta do some more reading on that. Okay. Anything else in here? Look at all this land over here. And what they call that. Hindu Kush, right? They call that Hindu Kush. I wonder why. Why they call that Hindu Kush? We ain't run Syria. Ain't this Syria? All this shit over here. You know all that shit Syria? That's all our land. That's all Kushite land. Anything else coming in there was coming from the north, from Turkey. Goddamn cave dwellers. See? Quit playing. Quit playing. I think I've been out here long enough. Maybe too long. Shit. Two Kush empires. One in Asia and another in Africa. See? See? In addition to Cush and Nubia, Upper Egypt, consider their presence in southern Phoenicia up to the mountains Amanus in Syria. See? See? He even said it. 64 BC, the Greek geographer and historian Strabo stated in chapter 1 of geography that there were 2 Cush empires, one in Asia, another in Africa. In addition to Cush and Nubia, Upper Egypt, some Greco-Roman authors consider their presence in southern Phoenicia up to the Amanus and the Amanus in Syria, right? See, researchers assume the Greco-Roman assertion that Cushites ruled the Middle East from Phoenicia to Syria. Wait, most researchers have assumed that the Greco-Roman assertion that the Cushites ruled the Middle East from Phoenicia to Syria was a myth. However, seals and other inscriptions of the Hyksos king Poptis suggest that the ancient authors were right. King Apollos of Hyksos ruled. Hyksos ruled Egypt from 1650 to 1550. There were 5 Hyksos kings, but the most famous was Apophis. Upper Newid. We now know that. Long of our food. Okay. Uh, um, table. Huh. Offering table. Okay. The High Coast worship Seth. See? The god of Horus and Ra. This is the High Coast dynasty called themselves. Uh, Kings of the Kas. Call themselves Kings of the Kas, right? Kas, the Kas, right, is the same thing as Khan, right? Now, what a Khan is, what was the king of the Kas, right? Now, I want to see something here. I just want to look it up and see what it says. Kas is a people called the Kas, R-A-R, an Indo-Aryan ethno. There you go. There you go. There you go. Indo-Aryan, what is now present-day Nepal, as well as, all right, all that shit ain't important. The Kas people speak the Kas language, also known as Parabatias, Parabids, or we just read about that. Hold on. Oh shit, Parharis. Nah. What's that? Did we come across that? Something about. Oh yeah. I think it was in. Oh, I erased it. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Where was I? Okay. Well, the cons. Well, what I was saying with that is like con. The word also is with the word con, which comes out of like Turkey. What I said earlier when I was looking at the map. This area, they called their kings Khan. Well, actually, the Black Sea. Turkey is like up in here, like the Black Sea. This is the Caucasus Mountains at the top. You know what I'm saying? Their names in the Mongols. That's a Mongol name. See? Killah B doing the freestyle shit on your ass, nigga. The freestyle shit on your ass. Okay. What else? Okay, what else in here? Hebrews up in there, y'all. Hebrews up in there with scarab beetles. King of foreign lands. See? I haven't read any of this. I'm just gonna. Ooh, shit. See, look. They got artifacts. You can't show no heads or nothing. Look. Heiko scared. But y'all ain't do no Egyptian shit though. Look at the ox on there. See, look. It should look. Look, Immaculate. It should also be remembered that the kings of Sumer were often referred to as the kings of Cush. See? Quit playing, boy. Alright. That's it. Come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, alright. Y'all see the name of the site. Y'all go check this shit out yourself. Those ancient origins. I just freestyled this site. Look. Alright, Killah B, Witchfinder General. You got a witch. I'm burning their asses up. That's it. We up out of here.